If Jivani's being sincere in the CBC interview, and he's representing the feeling of most of the Conservative Party right now, I want to show you how out of touch these Conservatives are with the actual reality.
There seems to be this weird narrative being established that the only way for Conservatives and Liberals to work together is for a Conservative to cross the aisle and sort of betray their voters. And I don't think that has to be the case. Like, we did work together on Bill C-5 earlier this year.
Jivani is right. They did work with the Liberals to get Bill C-5 passed. But I do recall one really important detail. It was under Andrew Scheer's leadership that got that bill passed, not Pierre, because Pierre was unemployed because he lost his seat. Under Pierre's leadership, this is now how the Conservatives work with the Liberals, especially in these small committee meetings where very few Canadians actually watch these.
Our point
of order?
6.
Yes. I'd just like to point out that we have, and Mr. Lawton, what he's been going on about, and the Conservative filibuster continuing. I'd like to point out
order,
we have
Chair.
members of
Point
the
of order,
very
Chair.
communities he is talking about who are
Point
sitting
of
in
order,
the
Chair.
audience wanting this bill to go
Chair, I have a
forward.
point of
There
order.
are
This is not a
officials
point of
here
order.
who are
But it's not
ready
a point
to
of
help
order.
us proceed with clause by clause.
It's not a
and
point of order.
everything
I
he's
I can't
saying.
determine whether it's a point of order if I can't hear it, can I, Garnet?
But it-
So just park it for a second, and I'll get to you, Ms. Dillon.
So out of respect for our audience members who are here wanting this bill to go forward and they don't comprehend what is going on right now, it's a Conservative filibuster to block the clause by clause so this bill can go forward. The very organizations and communities you mentioned, they're all in the audience. Look at you. They're all here, left their work, left whatever to come and assist this committee to see this bill move forward. We have officials here who would like to see the clause by clause go forward. Please, if we can do that. I think this is going nowhere, what you're saying. You're just having circular reasoning. So can we move forward, please, with clause by clause?
Ms.
Thank you.
Dillon,
I think Ms. Dillon should apologize for the comments she made about the guests that are here at the committee.
And again, it was quite interesting hearing Ms. Dillon really use people as political props for that point that she was making. But I realize I've gone a couple of moments over where I was going to with my remarks, so I would at this time move to suspend this meeting.
I have to vote on suspending. Just all those in favor of suspending? All those against? We're suspended.
Suspending.
With apologies to witnesses and guests here today.
Now, if you didn't catch what happened there, folks, this committee was assembled and the witnesses showed up to go over C9 clause by clause. But not a single clause was addressed because for almost 2 hours, Andrew Lawton took over the entire committee. You can see the timeline here, folks. Every blue mark is where the Liberals tried to get the Conservatives back on track. But with very little success because they did not cover a single clause of C9. Instead, he filibustered the entire time. He wasted the witnesses' time. He wasted the committee's time. This cost taxpayers a lot of money. Remember, each of these MPs makes over $200,000 a year. You've got people translating. You've got people working the AV system. There's food there. There's the cost of the building. This cost us taxpayers a ton of money. And then ultimately, Andrew Lawton ends up adjourning. The chair calls for a vote. And because the Conservatives ended up getting an extra MP to come sit in for that vote, they were able to adjourn this meeting, even though the Liberals voted to stay. But because the Conservatives had this one extra MP show up, they were overruled.
We believe there's a decline happening in our country, that the quality of life for the average Canadian is getting worse, and we stand as a party that's trying to fix it. I think I, as a principled Conservative, can work with Liberals, and we don't need the backbiting and the floor crossing and the showmanship, but you know, Michael made his decision, Chris made his decision, and we just keep fighting forward.